That Sofia Coppola might have been terrible in Godfather 3, but boy, can she direct. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another movie review. And today I will be reviewing Lost in Translation. Yes, Lost in Translation. This came out in the year 2003 and was written and directed by Sofia Coppola, and it stars Bill Murray, Scarlett Johansson, Giovanni Ribisi, and Anna Faris. Yeah. All right. So, Lost in Translation. Originally, I was going to review Cape Fear, the Martin Scorsese remake of Cape Fear. I was originally going to do that because it won the poll. It even beat Lost in Translation, and Lost in Translation came in second place on my Instagram poll. And but the problem was Cape Fear won, but the problem was it. I don't know, for some reason, because I found it on Peacock on my TV, but for some reason it didn't work on there. I don't know why. I don't know if they took it off or I have no idea. But uh, I do know one thing. I'm not going to watch any movies on Peacock anymore because that was bullshit. So yeah, sorry guys. Those of y'all who wanted me to review Cape Fear, if you're watching, I apologize. Maybe someday, or I will at least watch it for the Scorsese ranking once I get the chance to watch it. That is, but yeah, since it lost, I mean, since I couldn't watch it, I had to go with Lost in Translation because it was second in the poll. So yeah, okay, so I was I've been wanting to watch this for a good while, and I bought this on DVD before I got to watch it, because at this one store, um, at this store I always like to get movies at. If you buy two movies, you can get one for free if it's on DVD, that is. And I was thinking, well, I'll get two movies that I have seen before, and they're both like $5, I think. And I'll get a movie I haven't seen before for free. So yeah, um, usually I mean, I used to get movies I haven't seen, but now I don't. I normally don't get movies I haven't seen before. That is unless I can't find them streaming anywhere, or if they're cheap, or if I can get them for free. Then I will. But I don't want to spend a lot of money on a movie that I don't like, that I won't like. I mean, it's a gamble either way. But because there is a good chance that you might not like it, even if you think you will. So yeah, but so anyway, so yeah, I've had this DVD for a little while, and I remember I did put it in the poll originally for whenever Candyman won, and Candyman beat it. So I put it back in this poll, and again came in second. It lost to Cape Fear, but since I couldn't watch Cape Fear, here it is. Um, so yeah, okay. So Lost in Translation. What did I think about this movie? I I actually liked it. I did. I kind of thought I would because I am a sucker for romance films and whatnot. Even though I don't know exactly if this is a romance film. I mean, it kind of is, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I did enjoy this film, and it didn't even really there wasn't really a whole lot about it that I didn't like not really. Um, so yeah, all right, so all right, I guess I'll discuss the plot the best I can, the story. Okay, so this movie is about this actor, this older actor, this who's like in his 40s or 50s, named Bob Harris, and he is, of course, played by Bill Murray. he is in Tokyo, Japan, and he is doing commercials and and yeah, he's doing commercials for this local I think it's a whiskey company or something like that, and something like that, and and he is not really happy with himself, through his career because he's not doing any movies at the moment. He's just doing commercials for a whiskey company, and he's also not happy with his life and even his marriage. Uh, so yeah, and then he meets a young woman who is also in Tokyo, Japan. Her name is Charlotte, and she is played by Scarlett Johansson, who is in Tokyo, Japan, with her husband, who's a photographer, and he's played by Giovanni Ribisi. Yeah, I I had to look up his name because I didn't know how to pronounce it, but Giovanni Ribisi. Yeah. Um, and she is also not happy with her marriage with Giovanni Ribisi's character. Uh, so they meet each other, Bob and Charlotte, and they become great friends. They become great friends, and they start to. That's like the only time they're ever happy. So yeah, it's a kind of a sad movie. In a way, that I would say this movie is kind of about depression, and of course, a movie about depression would connect me because I've been struggling with depression for years since I was a teenager, and I still am. Uh, so yeah, so yeah, this movie I did enjoy this, because of that and whatnot. But yeah, so that's I guess basically it. Not really a whole lot to say about the story. Not like there's not really like a, it's not really like a great story, it, but it's not bad either. So yeah. Um. But anyway, so yeah, okay. So yeah, again, I thought this movie was great. I didn't really have very many issues with it, like not really at all. Like if I did, I think the only somewhat issue I kind of had with it was a little bit slow. It was a little slow, and I remember whenever I was starting this film, I was kind of struggling a little bit to get into this film. Like I was like kind of thinking, I was like, it's good, but I'm not sure if I really like it yet. Um, like, and I watched this in 2 days. I watched first half of it one night, and then I finished it the next morning. And whenever I finished it the next morning, then yeah, I like I changed my mind. I was like, okay, this movie is actually really good. I actually do really like this movie. So yeah, all right. So the stuff I liked about it, of course, I gotta say the performances. Probably the best part about the movie, where the particularly the two performances by Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. Giovanni Ribisi and Anna Faris were also good, but I didn't really like their characters very much. But I don't think you're supposed to like their characters. Anna Faris plays this one girl that's also in Japan, who's I think an actress, and she's like there maybe shooting a movie or something. I don't know. But she's like friends with Giovanni's character, and Charlotte gets jealous. Um, but yeah, I mean, again, good performances, but I didn't really care for either one of those characters. But however, I did like the characters of Bob Harris and Charlotte. I thought those were very well written characters, and of course very well acted by Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. And I have to say, I think this is my favorite Scarlett Johansson performance. She's actually been impressing me lately with the movies I've been watching with her. Um, I remember when I first saw Ghost World, I didn't really care for her too much, but I think I think a second time I watched it or whatever, I liked her a lot better. Um, and I thought she was great in Her. She was like really good in that movie. And Her is a little bit similar to this in a way, which is kind of ironic because apparently Spike Jones was actually married to Sofia Coppola. Um, Spike Jones, who directed Her, that is. So yeah, and that came out actually 10 years after this movie did. But um, I might like Her better. By the way, I don't know yet. I need to watch that again. I did do a review for Her. Go check that out if you haven't already. Um, but anyways, sorry for rambling. But yeah, I love the performances by Murray and Johansson. And I love the characters as well. And of course, Sofia Coppola's her both writing and directing is great in this film. I think her directing is actually a little better than her direction's a little bit better than her writing because like I said, story I wasn't okay. That is one another thing is I'm not like huge into the story itself. Like I mean I kind of am, but I'm kind of not. But okay, so I will talk about that. I will talk a little bit more about that later, but in a minute after I get done talking about the stuff I like. So yeah. But anyways, but Sofia Coppola, she directed the hell out of this film, and this is actually my first film that she's ever directed. Have seen her. I seen her act in Godfather Part 3, and oh boy, she was terrible in that movie. She was really bad. So unfortunately, her acting, unless maybe I don't know, because she was young in that movie. Maybe I don't know. I don't even think she acts very much now, but I don't know. But I just know that she was bad in that movie. But but she can direct, and yeah, this movie definitely proves it. So far, this is the only film of hers I've seen. I still need to watch some of her other films. I would like to watch her other films, like like was it called Virgin Suicides and the Bling Ring and some others. Yeah, I would like to check out her filmography. I might even do a ranking someday. But but anyways, yeah, direction was great. I really liked the cinematography and even the editing was also very good. Um, and Also, this is a this has some good comedy in it. I have to say. I mean, it's more of a dramatic film, but it does have some good comedy. Bill Murray, especially, of course, he's fun. He's a funny guy, so yeah, he brings some good comedy. Um, Also, the music. The music is great. I mean, the score I thought was pretty good, but I also really like the soundtrack a lot. There's a really awesome My Blade Valentine song in this movie called Sometimes, and yeah, that was awesome to hear that in the movie. Um, yeah, so I guess that's all the positives at least I can think of at the moment. Okay, so there is another negative I have with it is a little bit of the story. Um, I don't think it's terrible like at all. I definitely get it, and like I said, it's kind of about depression, and that's what I like about it and stuff. Is because I is mostly I like the story because I like the characters. But however, I do think that this isn't like a real original idea. There's other movies that kind of. I mean, one movie that's kind of similar to this is Before Sunrise. The first installment in the Before trilogy, and I do think that is a better movie than Lost in Translation. But that is a little bit similar because it's like two people meeting in a foreign country. Well, actually, one of them was French. Celine was French, but Jesse's American. Uh, these two are Americans meeting in Japan, but I don't know. There is like a little bit of similarities. I can definitely see an influence from that movie into this. Um, and some other movies I also kind of there is another movie that I kind of I kind of thought was a little similar to this was Greenberg, which is a movie I did review for the channel. Go check it out. Um, that's a Noah Baumbach movie with Ben Stiller and Greta Gerwig. I would say that that movie is a little bit similar to this. So if you like Lost in Translation, I do recommend that movie. Um, but like that one, in terms of the characters, I think those characters are a little bit more similar than Jesse and Celine from the Before trilogy. But um, but yeah, that's another movie, and I also saw a little bit of Punch Drunk Love too. But like my point is, like, I didn't really think the story was like all that original, and it kind of just felt. I mean, okay, the two others came after this, but or no, actually, but no, Punch Drunk Love actually came out a year before this, but like I don't know, I felt like the story wasn't. My point is, I just felt like the story wasn't like all that original, and it wasn't like all like too. It wasn't all the way good, but it was halfway good. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Again, mostly because of the characters. But but the story could have been a little bit better. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Um, Sorry if I'm not explaining myself too good. I'm not a good movie reviewer. I'm actually not. But but anyways, but other than that, and other than it being a little slow, I think that this is a great film. Um, yeah, I do. I really like this movie. Uh, I feel like maybe the more I watch it, I might like it more. So, yeah. But just not quite there, and one of my favorites. But who knows? It could. So, anyways, so I guess I'm done here. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it its rating. I'm gonna give Lost in Translation. And I'm sorry, but this is the exact same rating I gave my last two reviews. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Uh, just like my last two reviews, which were Chronicle and Candyman. And check those reviews out if you haven't already. But but yeah, 8 out of 10. Maybe it'll go a little higher whenever next time I watch it or whatever. But 8 out of 10 for now. Very good film, and I do recommend it if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah. All right, so there we go. There's my review for Lost in Translation. So in the comments, tell me, have you seen Lost in Translation? Have you not? And also, what's your favorite Sofia Coppola film? I can't say what mine is because this is the only one I've seen of hers. And if you want me to review any of her other films, let me know. But yeah, favorite Sofia Coppola film. What's your favorite Bill Murray movie? Um, for me, that would be The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. I liked him better in that movie, but maybe this might be a close second though. And what's your favorite Scarlett Johansson movie? I think this is it for me. I think this is my favorite Scar. Yeah, this is my favorite Scarlett Johansson performance. I thought she was awesome in this movie. Um, yeah. All right. So this coming Thursday, that will be my either top 10 or top 20 favorite sophomore albums list. So look out for that. And then I think on Monday, I think I'm gonna try to do this next coming Monday. I'm gonna try to do uh my top 10 movies that I hate but everyone else likes, because I did do my top 10 movies I like but everyone else hates. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do reverse it. I'm gonna do top 10 movies I hate but everyone else likes, and get ready to hate me for that video, because oh boy, man, I got a lot of movies I really don't like that everyone else do. So yeah, but anyway, so yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell, and I'll see you. I'll see you next time. All right, peace.